This is why every YouTuber hates YouTube. We all rely on it for views and whatnot, and some people rely on free income as well and whatnot. But oh my god, is everything broken? You guys only see like a small proportion of the breakages. Am I okay? I am good. I have got to refill my e-cig. Hopefully it's not gonna flood again today. Does help if I put the scene up. There we go. Why has that now locked my game? Oh, because I was in cab. Is there something to do here? No. What exactly was I doing? 7 hours over here. Ah, yes. Let's get the fast track. New chat font, yes, and I have made it bigger too. I have done some kerfiddling with the chat and whatnot. So now it should be a lot more readable than it used to be. Or it was yesterday at least. I also have Diet Pepsi today. Because I've already had a cup of coffee. Hello, Silage Spec. 1, 2, 3 lag spike. What are you talking about, Landy? Is there is there lag? I've 1, 2, 3 like spike. Was that a typo I saw, Landy? I don't want to go this way. I don't want to go this way. This is the wrong direction. Autocorrect at its finest. There we go. Now we're going the correct way. Let's see if you go into spectators. Yeah, Pedro was saying that chat was fine yesterday, but I said no, I couldn't see it. You have this JCB? So do I. This is like... When I think of a fast track, I think of this thing. This is the fast track that I know. Not the 3000 or 8000, but the 2140. Hello, Jack and Brenda. How are you guys doing today? Yeah, this JCB is unfortunately private, but oh my god. Also, I'm using keyboard and mouse today because I literally didn't have time to set anything up. I wanted to get the... am I even going the... Yeah, I'm going the right way. I wanted to get my Stream Deck set up again. Because I had it plugged out due to a weird USB issue. Which I think has somehow resolved itself. Not this one, Landy. This is the Pizza Wheel edit / fixes. But yeah, it's semi-private. If you know where to look, you'll find it. I'm just not going to tell you where to look. But this exact one that I have is private. Because Pizza Wheel did some tweaks to it. You mean unplugged? I say plugged out. Deal with it. It's unplugged due to some technical weirdness that was going on, where all of the rear USB panels started going a bit. Well, only the USB that was powering the Stream Deck was actually going weird, which makes things more. This was able to pick up hay the last time. That's because it was mixed in with grass. That's kind of annoying. To be fair, you plug things in, you can surely plug them out again. Unplugged would imply that the plug has been taken off the device entirely. Hello, Josh Eckley. How are you doing today? Hope you're doing well. Yeah, unplugged would imply that the plug has been taken off the device entirely. I have simply taken the plug out of the socket, and therefore unplugged it. Should get a new wagon. I probably should, Dermot, but I don't. Whoop. Dang it, Derp Fingers. I don't have the money to justify it in game at the moment. I'd like to get a bigger one, but plus, actually, come to think of it, I'm struggling enough to get this thing around the roads. If I get something that's much bigger, it's going to be a lot more difficult to get this thing around. I'm doing good, Josh. Thank you very much for asking. My logic is completely floored. I'm going to defend my nonsense. When I started this channel, I said I'd never use private mods. I'm just completely ignoring what I said when I started up. Hello, AC Driving. Hedgehog's in a scary mood. Why are you in a scary mood, Hedgehog? That's this full. Let's get going again. Ah! I'm stuck. Log splitting time. Good luck with that, Tommy. Try not to do what I did when I was splitting logs before and nearly wrap your fingers off with a hatchet. Legitimately happened. See ya, Brenda. Seems like today's the day where everybody has to go. Hello, hard worker and Massey. You just banned 3 people in Discord. Well, probably deserved it. Yeah, Pizza's happy because I'm using this thing. He's been insisting I use it for the past week and a half. Now I can actually use it. You won't say what they did. I don't expect you to. How is it? It's good. There's a couple of minor issues that Louis might have sent you, but I'm enjoying it. It seems a lot faster than it is. It's a weird one. It seems to be going a lot faster. Yes, you did leave the... Oh, I forgot to turn off this one. Yeah, the door badges are still a bit there. But if you look from behind, they're not. Have I passed the... No, I haven't. Hello, Niall. What's up? Not a whole lot. Woo, woo. That's an easy fix in GE, though. Have I ever considered doing a multiplayer series? Yes. In fact, Sim and I have one going. It's just that we keep forgetting... Either forgetting to record or just not being able to because of time constraints. As for public multiplayer, I used to do that, and it gave me a headache every single time. I'm a bit of a bad driver without the wheel. I'm a bad driver with the wheel, like Monster said. Yeah, like the multiplayer series I'm currently doing, or the one that I did before but nobody was interested in. I've done multiplayer. Don't think that because you can't see it on the channel on a daily basis or even a weekly basis that I don't do it. It's just that with multiplayer, time constraints are hilariously bad. Especially with Sim having a day job and, you know, having to actually do work, you know, 5, 6, maybe even 7 days a week. Now while I'm stuck in the mud here, I'm going to take advantage of that. I'm going to hit into something here, because I need to refill my e-cig. Called it! Make Pedro put forward steering on the arrow thing. I don't think Pedro takes requests. Pedro does what Pedro wants to do. What is my favorite JCB? It is this one. It is this style. Yeah, Farm Sim multiplayer, honestly, unless you're playing with people you know, who know what the limits are to trolling and whatnot, it's just a headache generator. It's just a pain. Why isn't Andy in the multiplayer? Because he doesn't want to be. That's the simple answer. He's got an open invite. If he wants to join, he can for a week or two or whatever. But much like myself and Sim, or well, much like myself, I'm not going to speak for Sim. We don't really play Farm Sim all that much. Most of the Farm Sim you see us playing, most of the Farm Sim we play, you see. But and yeah, you're never around when we're recording. Because we usually record at odd times when Landy's either recording for himself or streaming. Naves will come to 17. Why do you need Naves well when you've got Upton available? And hopefully soon-ish. Why do trolls troll? What's the point? Because they find it fun. I'm a troll. I'll troll people. Just waiting to see what I've got lined up for next month. The entirety of next month. You realise why I troll? Yeah, most Farm Sim YouTubers play as little Farm Sim as they can get away with. Just because we can't... Like, this is effectively our job, and you know, it's definitely a stream of income for most of us. Why would you want to do what is effectively your job all the time? And we literally can't afford to get burnt out of the game. How's the small fleet coming along? I haven't touched it in weeks. I need to get back on it, I think. Hello, Grinning Racer 17. Do I have another channel? Yes, but I'm not going to talk about it here. All I'll ever say on this channel is that I have another channel. And that I was going to stream on it today, but I couldn't come up with a stream for it. I've just read that. I need to check through my October fleet. Make sure I've got something.
Hello, Dave.
Jeff Shorty, thank you. I was reading the wrong. Jeff Shorty, thank you very much for subscribing. Welcome to the RainbowDave Madhouse. Hope you enjoy your stay. Landy is now seeing my master plan come together. I thought you were sending me a kiss piece. I was getting worried. I hit when the radio when in real life tractors on FM and CD. Burn yourself a CD. That's piracy, pizza. That's illegal. Hello, Charlie Brown. How am I today? I'm good. I've been up for several hours now. I've had a breakfast, had a cup of coffee, done a lot of work, and now I'm streaming. You're playing the West Coast? Very nice, Adam. I figured it'd be nice to do something other than West Coast today. What's my other channel called? I literally just said I'm not going to talk about it, Keelan. If you want to find it, you'll find it. That's the fun of it all. The other channel is for my own literally for my own entertainment. And also experimenting. I'm experimenting with what YouTube will and won't allow. Hello, Farmer Girl. How are you doing today? Keelan was not here. Yes, he was. He was the one that asked the question. See, Upton's in testing again. Yes. Hopefully, it'll make it through this time. I hate Lancy for this. He's made the entrance to the BGA almost invisible. He's made it almost invisible, and it's a pain in the rear end. Farmer Max. I don't mind, you know, leaving a criticism like that, because it is a pain. Because I've passed it so many times. Landy's done the exact same thing. Everybody who's played the map has missed the BGA on more than one occasion because the entrance is hidden. Can't wait for it to come out. I can't wait for it to come out to you guys either. I genuinely think it's going to be a map that does really well. This is what I see. It used to. Hello, Pedro. Pizza Wheel has a mission for you, if you're willing to accept. It involves this thing. He wants you to fix it up and give it all-wheel steering. Is it in testing for all devices? I think Lancy pretty much gave up on console, to be blunt. There you go. There you go, Pizza. I've asked Pedro. You just had to get your head shaved. Well, Niall, I doubt you had hair as long as mine was before I cut mine. PC only? I figured as much. Thought it meant fix IC. Well, you can fix the IC too. Everything's aching, your legs, your arms, your feet. How's my life? Well, my left ankle's completely exploded this morning. I woke up this morning and my left ankle was just a ball of pain. And it hasn't got much better. So I don't know what I've done to that, but it's not fun. This is a nice JCB. This is a very nice JCB. Let's see how you did it. Nice one, Pedro. I'll send it to you later. Could you also... I'm going to be very cheeky here. Could you also make it... I don't know if you can. That it's compatible with that other thing you sent me. To go with the other JCB. Because I haven't shown that in the video at all yet. And I don't want to let the cat out of the bag just yet. That was all you can watch yesterday. That's fine, Thomas. Can't always watch the streams. I can't always... Well, I can always stream, actually. There are rare days when I can't. So I'm heading back to the shop now at high speed to pick up some silaging equipment. Hello, Philip. There's no need to tag me, dude. Have I tried with it? No. I'll try after the stream because I don't have it activated. This is, like, hilariously fast. Spun the fast track. By the way, I'm going to let you guys in a little behind the scenes stuff in a minute. Because I do want to continue the fertilizing. I'm going to let you guys in on the behind the scenes of how on earth I managed to get that much manure for the manure video. Will I go in cap? If it has the trigger, it should work. It probably wouldn't have the trigger. Yeah, let's get head tracking on. Hang on. Because if I go in cab, I've got to use head tracking. Here we go, it's on. And, oh my god, the frames are dead. Okay, I can't go in... Ooh. Why is my game... Is it tractor specific, or is it just the game has suddenly decided to lock to 30 FPS? Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to save and quit out for a second. And I'm going to lower my... Stephen Badger. I'm going to actually lower my graphics settings a bit. Something's not right, and I think it's just my graphics settings are too high to be streaming 1080p like this. So that's options, advanced graphics. Let's see what I turn down. Let's turn down this, and that, and that, and that, and that, and that, and that, that. That should do it. If you actually know what the settings do, you can get it tuned in pretty quickly. That should fix the issues. Thought it'd be harder than that for graphics. No, I intentionally haven't tuned down a bit. Because all like very high does is it turns up the view distances. And that is my webcam fisheyeing. No, it's just really weird. That's what happens when you change focus, I guess. You saw the green thingy? Yes, I do have the green thingy installed, it's just not activated. All I can tell the very high graphics does is just changes the view distances. Doesn't actually do much. That should be close enough to 60. I think it may well just be that I've got a bunch of junk on this map. Well, it may also be the JCB causing it, I guess. In fact, I'm almost sure now it's the JCB causing it. Is there an error of any kind? No. Well, the Grasshopper's got an error, but that's fine. Is it the silage pack? Something that's over the other side of the map, please. You're still over the side of the map. You're over the other side of the map. It could well be, you know. It could... Honestly, it could also be that I'm trying to stream at too high a frame rate and resolution for the game. Or for my computer. In-cap is no-go. Yeah, don't know what's causing the FPS issues. Hello, George Taylor. Glengar boy. Somebody asked earlier, I don't know if you're still in chat. I do apologize for not addressing it immediately. Somebody asked earlier from County Cork. No. Half my family is, but I am not personally. Half my family is also from County Wexford, but I am not personally. Hello, VF. Why am I having FPS issues? I'm gonna have to do some testing off stream. Because I'm not sure what's causing it. That silage pack is fine for me. It may well be that I've just got too much equipment down there. The dials aren't right, that's why you don't use ink. Oh yeah, the dials are broke. Pedro! Hello, Dal. Hello, Elvinas. To be fair, it could well be this JCB is causing somehow global FPS issues. I've known of mods to do that in the past. Did you fix the dials? None of them are working. Where did I get this JCB? I got it from Pizza Wheel. It's semi-private. This exact version is private. But the there is a version available somewhere if you know where to look. Does this thing need to be turned on at all? No. train cab now. Oh! Yeah, it's the in-cab causing FPS issues. Huh. Something in there isn't right. Cab looks a little small for the wheels. The old fast tracks actually did look a bit wonky. Like, I'm not gonna pretend like they were perfect. The old fast tracks did look a bit wonky and a bit weird. The wheels always did look a bit big for the tractors. Do I think these will ever come out? I don't really... I'm gonna be honest, I don't know or care. There are a lot more maps out there now than there were in 15. And like, if Tom wants to release Naysville, great for him. He can release Naysville, but he's got a job and a life of his own. His life doesn't revolve around farm sim, much as you guys would probably like it to. He's got to deal with his own stuff. And if he decides, do you know what, Naysville and farm sim modding is kind of done for me, well, that's his decision, and I'll stand behind him for it. Why am I not using the buck rake? Because the buck rake doesn't help with compaction. But if you insist. Now there's literally some silage on the buck rake. How does this thing work? Oh, I thought this had a pusher. Oh wow, that's kind of cool! The buck rake's too small, it's not realistic. That's kind of why I wasn't using it. Although I do like the idea that this thing can just rotate 90 degrees for some reason. Buck rake and the wheel loader. That's mainly for emptying it. I actually think they're both rented. Let's just double check because I might be wasting money here. The reason I'm not using the buck rake and wheel loader is because I don't have them. Totally legit reasoning. Okay, so that's 78,000 litres of silage compacted. I'm gonna get a lot more silage than that before I do anything. However, I would like to do some more muck spraying. Hello, George Taylor. We might just convert the buck rakes from FS13. That might be an idea. I don't know what's causing the FPS. I'm just gonna leave the FPS down because that's annoying me now. Use the buck rake in GCB 435. Get a level side the front off. I would literally just use the buck rake that comes with the game and whatever wheel loader I have. If you know what you're doing, and it takes a bit of practice, but if you know what you're doing, you can get the silage to look perfect. Using just in-game equipment and without needing to use the leveler. The levelers I find are trying to bring a sledgehammer to, you know, fix the circuit board. It's overkill to such ridiculous proportions. In real life, you don't see any wheel loaders and buck rakes. In real life, near me, they do use wheel loaders and buck rakes. Can I change the room color on this one? I don't know. I've not actually tried, and I don't want to try. I like having fast tracks with silver rims. So what we're going to do now, there is a bit of wonk to it as well, because the decals are still there. What we want to do now is actually hook up the muck spreader again and figure out where I need to go. Ah, field 31. Wonderful. Field 30, wonderful. So it's in here. And this looks unfertilized. Well, apparently it is fertilized. Okay. Where is the unfertilized? Because it says it's off over here somewhere. Looking for a lighter texture and not seeing one. But apparently I'm now in the unfertilized section. Interesting. I'm just gonna fertilize the entirety of field 31, I guess. I said there was a download link on Facebook. There is, I don't know where it is, but I think it's on Facebook somewhere. I've never actually seen in real life a tractor with a buck rake on it. Like, I've seen videos of it, but I've seen tractors with you know, silage equipment, but I've never seen a tractor with a buck rake. When will the stream end? It'll end at 7 o'clock, so I'll be just finishing up in an hour and a half, Aiden. I always find it funny that people want to know when the stream ends, just when it's like when I'm still only kind of starting. Is there a? I think I'm making a hames of this field already. When you saw us event 939. Ah, that's why we don't generally have tractors that big around here. Generally around here it's like 160, 200 horsepower tractors. We don't get the likes of the 939. Most fence I see are 300s or 700s. I don't think I've ever seen a 900 series fend. So I have Fergie when I went on map. Looks sweet. What? You got big old beast going through the town. Said, "Yeah, I can imagine." The funniest ones for me are the combines trying to get to the combine trying to get to the field every year, because every single year without fail it gets stuck. And Charlie, the reason I don't see large tractors like the 900 series all that much, if ever, is simply because they're not needed here. The fields here aren't big enough, generally speaking, to justify having a tractor that big working them. And even the few really big fields we have over here, it's easier to just use smaller equipment because you'll have that for the smaller fields anyway. See you, Aiden. YouTube's doing some weird stuff today by the looks of it. It's very interesting to look at the graph. Closest 9 series fence you've seen is an 828. I didn't even know they made an 8 series. Is it like the old Fend 800 series? John Deere 7730. I've seen like T7s. I've seen a T7 220. And I think that's one of the bigger tractors that I've seen outside of going to the ploughing, where obviously they're going to have the biggest stuff because that's the shiniest stuff. But most often I'll see like T5s and Fendt 300s. Usually 316s. Like smallish Massies and Zetters and Class. There's not... Well, Meath has bigger fields than Tipperary. Plus, most of the farms near me are cattle based. Hello, No Limits. I may need to actually go back to streaming at 30 FPS because this is getting kind of silly. Hello, Sundra. depend. 800 series is identical to 900 but smaller. Well, then it's not completely identical, is it? So I'm going to get more manure. So I don't want to do that field entirely manure, but oh look, the manure pit is empty. How will I ever do manure with no manure in the manure pit? Let's get that off. And let's go over into this shed where you can see what I'm picking up. Possibly. You like 1080p? Oh, 1080p is probably going to stay. It's just the FPS might need to drop. Back down to 30. So this, for people who've never seen this before, is obviously the scraper that's on the mod hub. Except I found out how the script works. It's now my magical manure generator. I found out how the script works, and I edited the script that loads the manure in. So now, what it does is it generates 5,000 litres of manure in only a few seconds. Cheating is happening? Yes, but it's much the same as using the... there's a placeable trigger, which a lot of people use to get manure. Oh, I've dropped it on the ground. Is the fast track full already? No. Is that easy to edit? I can't remember how I did it now. I honestly can't. It was about an hour and a half one night when I was just derping around with this and seeing if I could get more manure faster and just seeing how much I could push it. And I could, you know, generate 100,000 litres of manure in a second flat if I really wanted to. But I don't see the point of doing it. And for anybody who might be wondering why on earth I'm using that to generate manure when I've got cows, it's a little trick for when I want to do a manure episode and I've got animals but I don't quite have the amount of manure I'd need to do anything, because you need quite a lot of manure to do pretty much anything in the game. So some people use the placeable manure triggers, put it in, generate, you know, 5, 6, 7, 8 trailer loads of manure off camera, set it off again, and boom, they've got magical tons of manure. I go for a bit more of a direct approach where I literally just generate the manure there and then. It's... I'll put it this way, YouTubers have lots of tricks of doing things quickly. Because it's not cheating, it's just... It's like an editing trick that's used in films. It's like special effects. It's doing stuff that we wouldn't be able to do otherwise, for the sake of doing it for a video. Turn off, you get... Turn off! See, 80 to 400. It's kind of like 30, 40 to 160 here. Maybe 200, 220. Look, it's not big tractors that be around here at all. Until, of course, the contractors arrive. It's not cheating, it's using something to its full potential. It's just, honestly, making possibilities out of impossibilities. Hello, JD Mods. And Lubot 5000. Bananagram kind of nailed it there. It's a case of, I want to make this video. It's not going to be possible without maybe 10-11 hours work off camera, where a few harvests happen, a few things happen. And, you know, they could all be videos in their own right. Why would I do that when I can just create something or edit a mod or get a mod where I can get what I need really quickly? It's why creator tools exist. No good chain arrows for a farm sim. Landy's got a good one, I believe. See ya, George. Mr. Fat Dave. I can't remember my old sub audio. Landy, you've got a good chain arrow, don't you? Hello, Keen. I think I saw you using it last week, the week before. It's a John Deere one. It's quite large though. Hello, Mr. Bow 88. But Landy did find a video where somebody was using something very similar in the UK. It's a bit smaller than what he has, but close enough that he can justify it. I have selected the tractor. This is not good. Brake. No. The huge diamond one from Mod Hoster. Yeah, that thing. It's on Mod Hoster apparently. Anyone know where the download link for this is on Facebook? I do, but I'm not sharing it. There's a reason I'm not sharing the download link. If you know where it is, you'll find it pretty quickly. Assuming, of course, it's still there. Because it's not on a modders page. I'll put it that way. It's private. This exact one is private. It's by Pizza Wheel, and apparently Pedro's got his hands on it now, so it's gonna get weirder and better at the same time. How's Dave today? Dave is good today, Keen. Thank you very much for asking. I don't know why I'm doing a loop way out here, way out in the middle of it. I think it's been taken, but it might not be available. Then. Hello, Pedro. Pedro's got his grubby mitts on it, so it'll be twice as smelly as before. I have no idea why I did that big loop out there. Hello, Eddie. I could have sworn it was a video, not a picture, but okay. I'm gonna generate more manure, get this field done. Then we are going to get some fertilizing done with the sprayer because it's easier. I'm not gonna beat around the bush. It's easier to use the sprayer. Your plan is not going to plan. Somehow that doesn't surprise me, Eddie. Let's... Whoop! Yep. Totally meant to do that. Can I get through here without breaking things? Yes, just about. All finished with the hospital now apart from checkup. Very nice, Chris. How are we now? Now? Lemon Pepsi. There's a reason I don't usually drink fizzy drinks while I'm streaming, other than my water. You tell me your plan. No. Do I want to know your plan? Crap mountain. An actual mountain of crap. Okay, let's stop playing with the manure. I don't need this turned on for a little while now. Oh. Congrats, Chris. There you go. The reason I'm using this over the aggro giraffe is basically... Is this a crap maker? Yes. It's on... There is... Like, the original version is on the mod hub. But this is a RainbowDave special of it that I literally only use to generate manure. Because... It's a lot easier than needing to worry about something. Hello, Story Dark. Usually, this is used in conjunction with an auto-loading conveyor belt, because then I can just make a giant manure pile really, really quickly. So let's get this out of here. Oh, nuts. Let's get this out of here. My webcam is bugging. Why is my webcam bugging you? Why differently will not be short of long. This is true. With that, I literally can't run out of manure. If I'm in the middle of, we'll say, muck spreading for video, I can pause the video for 5 minutes and get a giant pile of manure. It's literally that easy. And that's actually the reason I have it, is just for the sake of doing videos where you know, normally I wouldn't be able to do manure spreading. I can do it with this, with that item. It's flipped and you're used to it the other way. Well, tough luck, it's this way now. Mainly because I can't be bothered flipping it again. Let's get going back down this headlandy kind of pass. I have a script in that allows me to choose how wide the spread is, but I can't remember how it works. See you, Stevie. I wish I could remember how that script works. If I even have it switched on, which I might not. That's a thought. What happened to Chris? If he wants to tell you, he can. But he's been dealing with some stuff lately. And hopefully, fingers crossed, it's now all dealt with. Is this JCB a mod? It is a mod, and it is a private mod, unfortunately. Look at F1. There's no instructions for it, so I think I might have the mod deactivated at the moment, which is annoying. Isn't very annoying, actually. But, oh well, it will be dealt. I can deal with that. I've missed a bit, but that's fine. By the way, Monster and Louie, if you're here, could you guys get the link to today's video for the end of the stream? Hello, Harry Wooderson. How are you doing today? Might swap tractors soon as well. I might go do a completely different job. Have I got a slurry maker yet? Yes, it's called editing the XML files. Hello. You've just arrived. Very nice. If you're wondering even why I'm drinking Pepsi Max, is because my mother bought a multi-pack super cheap yesterday, and I figured, oh, or not Pepsi Max, Diet Pepsi. My mother got a really cheap multi-pack yesterday, and I figured, might as well. Flip around. By the way, guys, if you are enjoying the stream, let's get the like number up. Let's try and get up to 50 likes. Let's see if we can get up to 50 likes as quickly as we can. Currently looking for a Lemken plow. Lemken. There's a decent one on the Mod Hub. There's, I think, a few somewhat decent ones on Mod Hoster. Other than that, I guess Google Lemken plow FS17 and see what you can find. You might also need to Google Lemken PFLUG, I think is how it is in German. Lemken Flug? Flug sounds correct. 36 likes and 1 dislike. Let's get the like number up, guys. Hello, Blash. If you're wondering why I keep pushing likes above everything else, because likes really are the lifeblood of YouTube videos and streams. The more likes a video or stream has, the more people it'll be recommended to. So if you want to help the channel without having to spend a penny, spend, what, a second clicking that like button, less. You're helping the channel straight off there. Looking for a good chrome baler for FS17, not the ARM one. Good luck with that. I don't think there is one. I think unfortunately the ARM baler is the only one that exists for FS17. Let's do some seeding. I think there's a field still needing to be seeded. Yeah, field 28. Let's get over to field 28 and seed that up. Where's the exit of this field? It's over here. I get so many views with so few likes. The view to like ratios are about correct, Sib. Honestly. I've found in all my time on YouTube there's about, very roughly speaking, for every 10 views there's a like. A lot of people just don't like videos. I tend to forget to do it myself. Isn't Matt just putting one of the DLC? Yes, he is, isn't he? I suddenly went Welsh for a second. He's putting the... Is it the 8080 in? Is it the 8080 he's putting in? I can't remember off the top of my head. Let's go see the hilariously tiny field, which actually might have the sprayer in it, I've just realised. In fact, it does have the sprayer in it. When you watch the videos, there's like 240 views, but 15 to 20 likes. That's still about right. That's roughly 10%. Do I remember the Brainig plow pack for FS15? I do not. I have to get this out of the way. I don't know why this field is registered as being ploughed when it's cultivated. This field is clearly... Oh, the ploughed and cultivated colours are so close to each other that it's confused me. You think I'm as good as Daggerwin, maybe or better. That's all down to personal preference. A lot of people say Dagwin's the best, some people say Sim's the best, some people say Landy's the best, some people say I'm the best, some people say BF's the best. It's all down to personal preference and what exactly you want to watch. I like my videos because I don't beat around the bush, and I don't cut bits out that I don't like. I'll say, oh, that was, that was crap. If there's a bad video, I'll just leave it there. If it's really bad, I will just dump it and do a time lapse instead. But I don't try and cover up my mistakes. Being imperfect. Have I seen the ARM team convert of the Chrome beta for S13? Yes, I have it. It's a hot mess. Don't get it. Oh no, the Chrome round baler, isn't it? I'd still say don't get it. It's probably a hot mess. Oh, I'm seeing some buffering. Is chat gonna... yeah? Why is there buffering? What? Sit back. We back? That shouldn't have happened. So what happened there was XSplit randomly decided to restart my stream. Hello, Grim. As things are good. Call me Dave, dude. Everybody else calls me Dave. Why? There's no reason for you not to. Come on, get through the mud puddle. There we go. Yeah, it's all fixed. It's nothing on my end. It's XSplit is derping, and that's really, really irritating. I know why it's. Presume it's derping because I'm using the public test beta or public test version. Hello, Fent 1050. Might be issues with the new update. Almost definitely. I am using a test version of XSplit, so there can and will be occasional issues, and I just have to deal with them. What county am I from? County Tipperary. You prefer calling me John. Why would you want to call me John? I've just noticed this field is a very unfortunate shape, and I get the feeling Lancey did it intentionally. Hello, Jesses. Yeah, guys, if there's any more buffering, just start shouting at me and letting me know. Move to Wexford. No, I don't like Wexford. I do, but I like living here. It's nice and relatively quiet. John Paul Dave. Hello, Justin. Why did John Bo Dave tickle me so much? Oh dear. I was having a bit of a funny 5 minutes. I seem to always run into stream problems. What I'm going to do for tomorrow's stream is actually lower the FPS back down to 30 and get everything running at 30 FPS again. Because I don't think my PC can actually handle streaming at 60. So I'm going to keep 1080p because I know I can do that. It's just that 30 FPS might be, or 60 FPS might be a bit too far. I saw, was it at the Tanko reskin, Blash? Where do I get mods? Mainly Giant's Mod Hub. Fairly regularly, but not always Mod Hoster. But then you gotta kind of run the gauntlet of what's good and what's junk. Usually you can see through from the pictures. Sometimes, you know, you get it wrong because somebody's put up a very misleading picture of a mod. Very, very rarely FSUK. There's a mod or two I want to download from there. Quite often when people usually just send me mods, and the guys on TeamSpeak and myself, we look for mods reasonably regularly, and we share what we find. And Landy and Sim both started sending me that Volkswagen Beetle. They came up with vape stuff. What? Mod Hoster, Mod Hub. Mod Hub is not modhub.us or modhub.com. It's the Farm Sim website. Look under mods. Hello, Isaac. Watch the letter spam a bit, because that just kind of fills up the screen for no reason. Giants Mod Hub. What's so bad about FSUK? There's nothing particularly bad about it. It's just that there's no mods on it. Back in FS13, that was the one-stop shop for all the mods you would ever need. 4 years later, with FS17, it's effectively dead. It's a forum. It's a great forum. But in terms of finding mods on FSUK, I think that side of it's gone. I do also have one or two mods from modscentral.co.uk. Who there, Ranch? Is that something on my shoes map? Because I had a little conversation with, I can't remember who, but I was having a conversation with people last night about modding and stuff like that. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't think he makes good maps. I don't plan on playing his maps. I think he might be modding for the wrong reasons. I honestly think he might just be making so many maps, and they're all very, very basic, boring maps. I think he's making them for money, as opposed to making them for the sake of making a map. Like, I think he's trying to run a business of mapping, as opposed to a hobby of, oh, I'm gonna make a map. Why? Because I want to. I have a sneaking suspicion he might be in it for the money more than the love of mapping and the interest that a lot more modders have. Because even his quality, it's just not there. He's cranking up maps like there's no tomorrow, and that's, you know, that's great for him, but they're not good maps. They're not good. I did see that that map was just unfortunately named because it's a German-based map. Louis, that could not be further than the truth. I actually want to get back into GE tonight if I can. Here's the annoying thing. I want to get back into it, but I don't know if I can. And it's not a, you know, oh, GE won't work. I don't know if my mind's in the right place for GE yet. Because I gotta be in a certain kind of mood, a certain kind of mental space to do GE. I think I might be, but we'll find out. Hello, NI? Right. What else needs to be done on this map? Is there a harvest to do? There is not a harvest to do. Field 3. Ah, there's bale chasing to do, which we can do in the 7R. Actually, we can do that in the T-Dub. I haven't been using the T-Dub much. Won't be doing too much tonight because of Forza. That's out at midnight, and Landy, you happen to be one of the people that know this. I can't play games after I can't play racing games after midnight because wheel. I can't play Forza tonight. I'll be playing it tomorrow evening though. I might try and get it if I can. That'd be kind of awesome actually. I might try and get it set up for stream tomorrow on Forza. If I can. That'd be kind of cool. It'll be a different stream. I know that most of what I do is you know, farm sim. But Forza would be kind of cool. I haven't used it much, i.e. every video. I can suck up and play on controller. No, I don't do that. And honestly, the reason that I don't play on controller isn't that I don't like controller. It's that well, it is that I don't like controller. I just don't get the same feel. I'm probably better on controller than I am with you know, a wheel, but honestly, it doesn't feel right. Did I do lawn care before? No. Apparently wheel sucks on Forza. I tried the demo and it felt alright. Like it was similar enough to P-Cars 2 that I can accept it. The only issue that I had was that the wheel seemed to be hard locked to 90 degrees of rotation. Hello, John Deere lover. And that's honestly the biggest issue I have with Forza is that I like having the 900 degrees available. Do a logging series on one of the logging maps. No. And Isaac, I believe, mods can correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe I've warned you about making demands, or, well, requests, because you're gonna say it was a request. I've warned you about saying stuff like that before. I've never posted Forza on this channel. No, I've never played Forza, Tom the Boss. I have been a PC gamer for many years, and I haven't... Last time I played Forza was, I think, Forza 4. Yeah, I'm not going to hold my breath on streaming it. Do I have food out here? Nope, that's honestly, I'm gonna be blunt. I'm not gonna play any of his maps. I think he does maps for the wrong reasons, and I don't want to use them. I don't want to use his mods because I think he mods for the wrong reasons, and they're not even good mods. Where did I get the fast track? It's private. It's available if you can find a link. It's on Facebook somewhere. But it is mostly private. The exact version I have was edited by Pizza Wheel, so it is entirely private. I think Pedro's working on a secondary set of tweaks to it. But yeah, don't expect Forza streams. I will say that. If I can't get Forza working, I might do some Project Cars. Because I do have Project Cars 2, and I'm enjoying it. The AI's... Oh, no, it might not be. There was an update today to Project Cars 2, and the devs did say, I was watching a different live stream, the devs did say that they'd be working on the AI with every update, so the AI might not be as stupid. Because I found that, like, the AI was doing weird stuff that you'd never see them doing, like, you know, the random crashing the AI does is great, but it's like, they don't use all of the track. And it's like, well, why have AI in a racing game that's not gonna race? Does Project Cars like the Crew? I can't answer that question. I've never played the Crew. I have not bailed that field. Oh, there's signage beds over here. Okay. There's an AI update. Is the AI better now, Pedro, or have you played it yet since the update? That's the name of the Facebook page it's on. I'm not sharing that. Like I said, if you want to find it, you'll go find it yourself. I'm not telling you how to get it. Because there's a bit of controversy about that mod specifically. And I ain't getting involved in that nonsense. Not tested. Okay. Hopefully they've made the AI less stupid, because I think even you, Pedro, can admit that even though you're a much faster driver than me, and I'll openly admit that, the AI in Project Cars is atrocious. They'll like ram you out of the way if you're trying to race them at all. So that doesn't make sense. They just do the dumbest things. And it's infuriating because that game has okay-ish physics, okay-ish force feedback, and the AI is just dumb. Hello, Alex. You were exiting the pits last night and you got around. Did you get the, I don't know if you've played any tracks that have this, Pedro. Did you get the pit exit warning bug? It's definitely in effect in Daytona Oval, where you literally can't exit the pits safely in Daytona Oval. The game will always shout at you for exiting dangerously. It's like, yeah, I literally haven't left the pit. I'm still on the apron. I've gone through the cones that you've inexplicably laid out for some reason. And I'm driving up to where the cars would rejoin in real life in a racing situation. How is this dangerous? The Project Cars AI are genuinely terrible. You've not seen that. Try doing a few laps on Daytona Oval. Because it's hilariously bad. It's actually hilariously bad. Do I like Grassmen? I don't particularly care one way or another for them. I don't see the fascination with them. And I really don't know how they've managed to get the audience that they did. It's because I'm driving. No, I did it. I literally did it every way I could think of. And there was no safe way of exiting the pits. I think I know why it's happening as well. And it's because Daytona has solid white lines painted on the road at pit road exit. Specifically on the oval. I think they've coded it so you can't cross a white line. And because Daytona Oval is a solid white line all around the base, it's impossible for you to safely enter. FS18, they need to build in courseplay. I'd say something more like AI vehicle extension would be better, where you can manually choose. I don't know if this would even work on consoles. Where you could manually choose, like, oh, you go do rounds of the field, or do 2 headlands, and then you start going up and down. Or, you know, do 3 headlands, start going up and down, do 2... You know, that'll be better than having courseplay, because I think Giants want to try and emphasize that you do a lot of the work still, and the hired workers are just kind of there as a crutch for when you want to do a lot at once. Whereas with courseplay, I've done this before, and it's a very easy trap to fall into. You can courseplay everything, and just sit back and manage the courseplays. Hello, Farmer Boy Dylan. Welcome back, Eddie. So, I mean, it is possible to make the game into a farm management game, which I don't like. using Courseplay, which is why I rarely use it. I'll use it for like so that I can do multiple jobs at once, but things like this where I'm just kind of enjoying the game, enjoying the map, I don't need to use Courseplay, I don't want to use it. I'm doing good though. Low feeling, yeah. Lumps of chicken for the tea-time meal, very nice. I have to cook for myself tonight, so it's gonna be chicken curry of some description. I think I've got the options of jalfrezi or butter chicken. I'm not entirely sure which one I'm gonna go for. But either way, 5 minutes in the microwave counts as cooking, because I have to go to all the effort of programming the microwave and poking holes in the lids. Beans on toast. No, it's going to be chicken curry. With microwave with chicken curry. Don't want to make round bales out of that straw, because there's a round bit. You know, let's get the 600 over there. Into field here. Because I did see another baler here. Or the round baler is here. For sure. And another field of silage needing to be baled up. So let's grab the baler and we're going to just very cheekily teleport in here so that I don't have to go around. We're going to do some baling of the round variety. Hello Mackenzie, micro meals save your life. The funny thing is I enjoy oven baking meals a lot more. Apparently I started streaming 7 minutes ago. Oh good YouTube, you split the stream. Wonderful. That's my analytics screwed. I need to try and figure out what the problem is, so I might have a look at hopefully there's like an explicit log or something that I can look at. See if I can diagnose what the actual issue is. Your food's here, very nice. Do more Euro Truck. I plan to. I was gonna record some this evening. But annoyingly, my left ankle effectively exploded last night. So if I were to play Euro Truck, I would be in quite bad pain, actually. Because I'd have to have one foot hover. I'd have to have my left foot hovering over the clutch at all times, or on the brake, or somewhere in the middle, and it'd just be very, very sore. I'm trying to keep my left foot as loose as I can. Hello, Life of Lewis. How are you doing today? Saying an hour ago to... Yeah, for those of you just joining and wondering why the stream times are a bit weird, like it might say I've only just started, it might say I've been going for a little while. I've been having issues, shall we say. Should do a room tour and self-tour. I would, but what you can kind of see behind me is there's a bit of a mess in my room at the moment. What you can see behind me is bags full of effectively rubbish, because I've been kind of bad at keeping my room tidy, and for about 20 minutes before the stream I was sorting stuff out. I don't know how I'm going to get rid of it all, but I'm going to find a way. It says I've been streaming for an hour and 20. That is the correct time, but the stream did drop at least once, which is kind of annoying. Like for me it's saying an hour 23. Seems okay for you. Yeah, it's saying an hour 23 for me, and that's the time that I think YouTube uses officially. So that would be... I think since since I swapped servers, the stream has been solid. As far as YouTube is concerned. I know that it dropped once. But it's been solid for that amount of time. Says an hour for you. Yeah, it doesn't go down to the minutes. So if you check on your little bar, the play bar, I should have DVR enabled. It should go back to like an hour and 24, hour 25 minutes. Right before the start, it should say like minus 124 something or other. Because fun fact, if you show up really late and I'm just finishing the stream, you can rewind and watch the entire thing immediately. And if you even give it 5 minutes and refresh the page, you can watch the stream from start to finish straight away. Hello, Benjamin. I know I have just abandoned the T-dub. That's kind of fine. The T-dub's going to be needed for this anyway, so it doesn't matter too much. Although I think what I need to start thinking about, I think what I need to think. Yes. I think I need to start considering minus 123.47. Yeah, that sounds about right, Harry. I need to start considering getting a combi baler, I think. And the 3 options available to me are the Ultima, which has issues, an Ultima Edit by Pizza Wheel, which is a Mikhail Fusion 3, which has the same issues as the Ultima, and is private, which will annoy everybody, or the Coon. Hello, Dusty Dave. How are you doing today? Are you over being inanely angry at Farmstead? Or are you still angry? So we're gonna have quite a lot of money fairly soon. Hopefully. Maybe. I could, of course, come down here with the... use the Mikhail. The thing is, if I use the Mikhail, everybody's going to ask me where I got the Mikhail, and then I'll just say, oh, it's private, sorry. But is there a download link? No, it's private. What's the download link? No, it's private. Where'd you download it? It's private. Where'd you get it? It's private. Much the same as is happening with the JCB. And that's why I don't tend to use too many private mods. I'll use my own little tweaks and edits, which are kind of subtle, but I tend not to use overtly private stuff. This baler, the door in this baler seems very slow. Am I into metal? Yes. Did the music give that away? This is kind of light compared to what I'm used to. Or I'd listen to usually if I'm really wanting to listen to some heavy stuff. Go to the ACR Facebook page. No. This is very light metal compared to what I normally listen to. I also quite like metalcore, as it turns out. I apologize. Metalcore is really good music for me to chill out to. That and melodic house. Like chill house is really good chill music. If I'm working GE and not on TeamSpeak, which is very rare, I'll usually just throw on, open up Spotify, throw on a chill house playlist and just work away. But the metal thing is why I had long hair for so long, and why I've suddenly gone to being quite short-haired and balding. I have revealed my balding nature. Yeah, I just like heavy music. I like loud stuff. It's partially, I've got hearing issues, so the louder something is, the more easily I can listen to it. Right, that's that done. Need to go over to the Deutz and turn this off. Right, back to the T-Dub. Hello, RS Viper. Just gonna skip to the next song. Okay, the next one. Here we go. Something that's not metal. My headbanger. Yes. Occasionally. I'm not gonna lie, you know, if I hear a good song, you know, it's so easy to do though. You just kind of feel the beat and go with it. So we got about 23-ish minutes left in the stream, roughly. Is there anything you guys want to see before I finish up for the day? Because I can do something completely different now, and I can't harvest at the moment. Could, but it require cheat. I could do something completely different if you guys want. That can be arranged. So, name a job. You guys want to see? Oh, Colin Vlogs. I think I'm coming down with a bit of a cold, which sucks. Oh well. Use the big M2. No, Mikhail, that's not activated. Also, there's no grass to bale at the moment. So I can't use the Mikhail, or the Ultima, or the food. But if you guys want to see any jobs specifically, like mowing, harvesting, fertilizing, whatever, feel free to ask. This is one of the few times where I'll ask you guys to openly demand stuff and get away with it. So that's the last bale in this field, yes. Let's go in around here, because the entrance to the other field is in, down to the left here, and down this little pathway. As everything just gets insanely dirty. Contracting. There's no missions on the map, Adam. That's actually one of the few things that I can't do. Have I tried the gearbox mod? Yes, and I don't like it. Carting some grain. Is there grain to be carted? Is the question. Oh! Yeah, we got 54,000 litres of barley to sell. Yeah, we could do that. In fact, let's do that. Let's get the... because I haven't used it yet today, the John Deere. Because I know a lot of you guys like John Deeres, so let's use the John Deere. There we go. I changed the chat font. Yes, I did. I actually changed a lot about the chat. Changed the layout of the stream slightly as well. Reset this. We'll reset this. Where did they go? Where is the reset point? Reset point is very conveniently up here in this yard. He's a Massey 240 with single bale forks. No! Can the 240 even get a front loader attachment? We'll do some grain carting. We'll sell off some of the barley that we got. And as per usual, I've probably got a tractor that's overkill for the job in form of the 7R. But I don't particularly care. So Barley's going to the Upton sell point, I believe, which is about as far away from where I am right now as possible. Boop. Boop. There we go. Get rid of that. Yep, Upton sell point, which is quite a distance away. In fact, I'm trying to get out the wrong way here. The fastest way out is going to be through the secondary yard. Let's just put the cover on this. You mean on 3 point? I definitely don't have one of those. I don't have a 3-point bell fork at all. I don't like them. So, oh no, the other way out would have been slightly oh, maybe not. No, because if I turn right here, I'll be fine. Yeah, this is exactly where I want to go. So, where's the turn off? That's over there. So this is comically the fastest way to get to the sell point, because I need to go from basically here to over the far side of the map, the exact opposite side. Whoa! Stop. And the fastest way to do it is to take this shortcut here, which cuts through the middle of the map quite nicely. I should give out a gaming laptop. I couldn't afford a gaming laptop for myself. Why would I buy one to give away? There's mod on Kendall, there's mod on Thornton as well. The mud mod is on Thornton. What other maps have I seen it on? Or have I seen it on any other maps? No, it's on Thornton and apparently Kendall and definitely Upton. And Selby has the mud mod as well. Lancey does like using it quite a lot. What happens if I teleport with grain? I don't know and I don't want to find out. How's that for an answer for you? I genuinely just don't want to find out what happens if I try and teleport with grain. Because there's a very real chance that it'll just delete the grain, which I don't want to happen. On Selby, you don't seem to be, unless you've done something wrong. There is mod in Selby, I remember tweaking it. The mod is frustrating, but I think it adds character to the map if it's done correctly. The issue is almost nobody does it correctly. This isn't the sell point, Dave. Every single time I make that mistake. Every single time I make that exact mistake. Because the sell point is over here. Only feel good it was for you. If there's like a dip in a field, it makes sense to have some mud in it. Or, I think it's on here somewhere. Like at the bottom of the river. If there's a river or a pond or anything, having mud down there would make perfect sense. It'd be kind of amazing. Even around kind of the edge a small bit. Because from what I've seen, a lot of farmers will actually irrigate, like, have really, really good drainage, and possibly even the best drainage around the gate, around the field entrances, because that's where it's most likely to get muddy. See if you can find Selby mud. The cow yard has mud in Selby. If you look under the little pathway that goes past the feeding troughs and the cows in Selby, there's mud in there. Never seen Cornwall that. But I know in Ireland it's done. I can't vouch for every other country in the world or every other area. But the guys near me will like try and have the best drainage at the field entrance, because that's where it's going to be used the most. It's actually the most crucial part to be drained, really. Yeah, there's mud everywhere in Selby. I was just thinking of one specific spot there where there's a nice little concentration. Hello, Matthew. Wonder who got confused and thought their computer was broken. I wonder if anybody thought that something had gone wrong. Oh dear. So let's continue selling the grain. Also, proof if needed that I can actually do that. I don't know why I'd need proof for that. The blue screen of death. Yeah, here's the question: is how many people refreshed when I just went ooh for what, 6 or 7 seconds? Because there seemed to be a group. I'm sure there's some people. I'm not saying that there's ever been proof of this, but I'm sure there's a group of people who think that I've got these really tiny lungs because you can often hear me breathing. No, it's just I like breathing. It's kind of useful. Hello, TNT. Yeah. I've missed the trigger. That's actually the first time I've managed to miss the trigger. More barley in there. Let's just ignore the fact that the look at that lovely John Deere. Look at the Trelleborg high power tires. The 710 75 or 42s. The TN 900s, is it done? It's good. Who doesn't like breathing? World breath-holding champions probably don't like breathing. Because apparently that is a thing. Missed the trigger and hit the wall. Yeah, were you expecting anything different, Dylan? Just back over to the cell phone. I probably should have used a faster tractor for this, but meh. I didn't feel like using I didn't want to use the fast track again. So I felt this was probably the best alternative because I haven't used this yet today. I've used the class, I've used the Deutz, I've used the T-Dub, I've used the Massey. I haven't used the T240, but that's kind of largely useless. That's kind of there for my own, my own. Because I like 240, I like little tractors. I think you guys know that. It's just like I've got this fascination with really old tractors that are largely useless in farm sim. And I think it's a shame that they are. Was it the fast track causing the FPS drops? It does seem like it. Increasingly so. So I might need to actually get rid of the fast track, which is a bit of a shame. Because the FPS has been relatively stable since. We'll see, said the blind man. But I do need to investigate what on earth caused the stream to drop entirely earlier. Benzene to drop for you. Did you have a look on your scope safe? It could also have been like a very specific equipment combination. You like the older tractors? Yeah, there's not enough classics in farm sim. Like everybody wants to build, in terms of mods, the newest and biggest and bestest tractors, but why not build an old fast track mod? Why not have a 135 mod? Yeah, everything you see today is built on the shoulders of these tractors. Why not have them in the game? Even if it's just, you know, largely useless equipment and vehicles and whatnot. But I think it's a bit of a shame that the farm sim community by and large kind of ignores the heritage of farming. Farm sims haven't improved since 2013. Oh, they have, trust me. I've played since 2013. This is a damn sight better than 2013 was. Hello, GD. This is so much better than FS13 ever was. An old International, an old Fordson. You know, the Fergie T20. I'd love to. I basically need a T20 mod in farm sim. Every bit as much as I need a good 135. 4600 and 885. There's so many good old tractors that I think it's a shame that everybody, or the majority of people definitely, have this fascination with building the newest, biggest, shiniest things. Because like this doesn't look like a tractor anymore. Most modern tractors don't look like tractors. If you compare this to the T-Dub was an engine with a cab fitted to the back. Effectively. The Massey 135 was an engine with a cab. Or in most cases, not even a cab, just a seat fitted to the back. Like, most modern tractors, like, why are these divots here in the roof? There's no functional purpose for them other than, I guess, to deflect water down the front of the cab, which would not make sense. It should actually be going down the back. You know, there's so much that's just stylistically there, and just there for style and show, that it's a bit of a shame that tractors have moved on from being all about the engines. Yes, a traction engine pack would be amazing. Like, that's the sort of stuff that I love to see, is like the historical farming. And RS Viper, you are correct. I am very excited for that Modern Classics DLC. It's just my style of farming that he's making is not way, way old when it was horse and, you know, 2 horses per plough. Although I have seen that. I did see that, catch a bit of that ploughing, and I was amazed at the amount of work that went into it. But, like, just plain older equipment. Stuff from the 70s and 80s, and maybe even the 60s, 50s, and 40s and 30s. Because that's where farming started, really. Yes, it's been around for thousands of years, but farming really at a modern level started in the 1930s. And it started even, you know, before that. Once the steam traction engines started coming about, that's when farming really started to industrialize, and when farming became something that you'd see, you'd associate a lot more of what you see today. Land is life. Thank you for the warning, Adam. I think it's a real shame that that's changed. I really do. That the tractors aren't just about the engines now, it's about the branding and how it looks, and oh, I don't like the looks of this tractor because the wheel wells are too big and bibbly bobblies. Why not worry about what engine is best? Which one has the most horsepower? Which one's the most efficient? That's what's getting forgotten now. Landy's live. Thank you very much, Adam and Ars. Louie and Monster, you guys can get to work now, if you don't mind, because I am going to say, I've been RainbowDave, you've been watching Farming Simulator 17 on Upton by Lancy Boy. I always have to throw in the by Lancy Boy because it doesn't feel right in my head otherwise. Hope you enjoyed the stream. If you did, hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I will be back tomorrow with literally something I don't know. I'll figure it out in time. I might do some GE even. I might even get back into GE. If I'm back into GE, I might stream it tomorrow. I don't know. But until next time, stay safe. And goodbye.